This actually all started some 50 years ago. Okay, 60 years ago, but don't tell anybody. Today's technology and the advancements in model railroad are mind-boggling. This has always been something that's given me throughout my entire life lots of pleasure, a great deal of fun, and probably one of the best hobbies any human being could have, where they can learn and entertain themselves at the same time. As you look around the layout, you'll see that it's covering almost all of the living room and the dining room. It took a little more than 4 years to completely build, and it always seems to be a work of art that's just not fully complete. I have artwork along the walls that show you what's outside the windows. I have engine yards for the excess engines, both locomotive and steam. I've got rivers, I've got oil pipelines, I've got houses, I've got warehouses, I've got a waterfront casino, I've got a connecting reverse loop under the wine rack, and then we head into the dining room where I completely surrounded the dining room table with a suburban station, with farmland, with a Harley-Davidson depot, with a school bus, with other rivers, handmade bridges, and lots of rock. Heading back now to the reverse part of the reverse loop, back under the wine rack. Sorry, the fan's in the way. Heading back down one of the main lines. Okay, well, we're looking at a remote area where we have deer, we have rock, we have the art, as I said before, that's depicting what's outside the window above it. Now we're coming to my most outside loop where the Santa Fe Special, what do they call that one? The fire chief, right? The fire chief, the LA run from, I guess all up and down the West Coast. And then you're looking over now at one of my many bridges, the only one that was not handmade by the master himself. And there we see the waterfront casino. Now what scene in Reno would be good without a casino? And then we're coming to another piece of art which is depicting, we're backing up and getting more casino time. That piece of art is depicting what's above it out that window. We have a light tower for the parking lot of the casino, and of course you see my orchids on the table. We integrate the rock, the oil pipelines to hide the wires, and the plants and the art, all part of the makeup of the layout. We're coming back down to the main station, which has tracks on both sides, an overpass to a parking lot. We have trains in the station. We have trains next to the station. Now we're moving into the first yard. We have a water tower, we have work sheds, we have lights. We've got the Bicentennial, she's in for repairs. We've got the Pennsylvania, she's in waiting to pick up a passenger train. It's one of your engine houses, and in fact behind it is the work shed. Okay, well now we're heading into another yard where we have a work train sitting waiting to go out and repair track and any other thing that needs being repaired on the railroad. You'll probably see that one in action later. Then we're swinging a little bit to the left to where we have the engine house for the steam locomotives. And as we pan right a little, we're going to see a freight train unloading all its goods under the table. And then if we come just a little bit more to the right, we can see an oil train that's up next to the big Shell tanker. Okay, now we're going into the suburban station. Behind it is the artwork depicting what's outside the window. It's a tremendous mural of Mount Rose. We're heading into the first probably tunnel I ever built out of rock. We're under the dining room table. We're kind of moving. We're getting a better view now of the rock tunnel. We're coming down. We zoomed in a little. We got Harley Davidson. We got other rivers. That's a depot for motorcycles. Beautiful bridge again. Coming into the bus stop for the kids who live out on the farm line. Heading under another tunnel built out of real rock.